Hey there, it's David Cinelli here, Realtor with Royal LePage Signature with another Stagers Corner. With me again is my lovely wife, Natalie from Spaces Collective. Hey, Nat.
Hey.
In case you didn't know, she's co-owner of Spaces Collective, which is a staging company. Her and her partner, Julia, run it. She's been it for a number of years now. Okay, so we're going to get right into this. Nat, we've talked before for the financial reasons why people stage properties, right? We've seen, and I don't know if we discussed that Stagers Corner specifically, but there are stats that show, like houses that are staged sell anywhere between 6 to 25% higher than counterparts. There was a study done in 2018. But there's other reasons why people stage, right? It's not always just the financial reasons, which obviously when you're looking to sell a house, it really helps. But if you're looking to sell your home, what are other reasons, maybe intangible reasons that somebody may be thinking about hiring a stager?
Well, the number one thing when you're selling your home is obviously you wanted to sell and you wanted to sell it for the best price. So there's a multitude of financial reasons why you want to stage, but we kind of won't talk about those today. I think we've already mentioned them in a previous episode. What I kind of want to chat about today is those other things. So not only do you want your house to sell and for lots of money, but you want it to sell quickly and you want people to fall in love with it their first time through. So it's not on the market for a long time. And I think staging is one of the things that really helps accomplish that. So, when you've lived in your own home, same with our house. I mean, you can't see what's going on here right now, but anyhow, when you get a fresh set of eyes that comes in and you've been living in your home for a number of years, there's certain things that other people will see that you won't see. Maybe ways to use certain areas more efficiently or effectively. These days, where the heck am I going to put in a little office nook? Where can I potentially put an exercise room? Where can I put a playroom for the kids? That sort of thing. Once you've kind of lived in a space for a while, it's really hard to see beyond the way you live in it. So having somebody come through and either give you those suggestions and you do it yourself, or take the reins and redo the whole place. Also another option.
Or having you do it completely as well.
Exactly.
Well, the other thing is we've said before is like when you're living at home, like you have a certain style, and that style may be flow. It may or may not flow, but you as a homeowner, probably love the way your home looks, but maybe a potential buyer maybe not as in love with it is another thing I would say too. And that's why I was like to bring in, because I usually, I'll be honest with you, when I'm doing a listing presentation, and Natalie is part of my business. We bring her through the home, and I never tell her about the home before we get into it. And because I want to do that, I want to have a fresh set of eyes, as if she's a potential buyer who hasn't seen the property. I want her to come in with that kind of attitude and that kind of look and say, you know what, I really don't like this, or I really like this, or I think we should go with that. I think that helps a lot.
Yeah. And I think the biggest thing when staging a home, it's not about personal style. It's not about my style or the homeowner style. It's about casting the widest net. So when whoever walks in the property can feel comfortable and feel like they want to see their furniture and their decor and basically their family living in this house. So we really key in on the demographic. Who's buying the house? Our family's moving into this neighborhood, our family's moving out of this neighborhood, and so on and so forth. So that's one of the other major factors that we take into consideration.
And I kind of laugh, one of the staging properties we did was a couple of years ago, and we were doing, and I've heard this number of times even from you, we're like, we staged, it was my property, it was my listing this time, but at first I heard this on hers, and we were staging for a demographic between the later 20s, early 30s, and the seller was much older than that, and they came back to say, I don't like this. We're like, well, the demographic you're looking for, this one is not for you. Your demographic is not buying this home. So you got to almost sometimes take a step back from, as a seller kind of point of view, and say, yeah, this is not my target market anyway. So that also helps. It's a good barrier showing yes, you've done this many times, and here's proof of the pudding. So yeah. The other thing is, I was just saying, totally, if you are going to hire a stager and you don't want to do anything, that's also a good opportunity. You really just don't want to do a thing at all, have them do it.
Wait, except clean bathrooms.
Yes, no, we have cleaners to do that.
Okay.
Yes. No, I meant the furniture-wise, or thinking about how things flow and stuff like that too. I find that is a huge benefit as well as hiring a stager. Well, thanks, Nat.
Yeah.
Thanks for the little insight for today. Again, if you have any suggestions for us, any kind of topics you want to see us discuss on this forum, please feel free to reach out. You can always DM me, at DavidVCinelli _Realtor, or you can always DM Natalie at spaces.collective. Okay, have a great day. Thanks again. Bye for now.